good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the G Perspective. I am your host, George Michael Perez, aka G Mike, and y'all already know what it is. Thank you for supporting the podcast. I really appreciate y'all. You know where you guys can find me: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Or if you'd like to view the Zoom, it's on YouTube as well under the channel G Mike Media _. Hit the link, subscribe, leave some comments, some reviews. Hey, if you guys got some feedback for me, I'll take it. I'll take the constructive criticism. So today I got one of my classmates on the show. Very excited to have him. He has great knowledge in the world of NFL football. He loves to talk about it. He loves to talk about his own favorite team. And right now they're looking scarce, but you know, I got to give him a little props for still sticking a true fan just like me with the Dallas Cowboys. My man, my dog, Justin Frazier. How you doing, Justin?
What's going on, George? I'm blessed, bro. Thanks for having me on.
Hey man, thank you for spending a little time. I know you're a busy man. We got lots of assignments, you know, with the school and stuff. So I know your head is in the game, you're grinding. So thank you for giving me your time, man. Yeah, so right now, real quick, before we jump into the NFL talk, I want to ask you right now, obviously you're in the sports broadcasting program like I am, and the technical term is sports casting program. Right now, with all those classes that we've gone through, it's been a few months since we've already known each other and we've done a lot of assignments together. Right now, how are you feeling this time in the course?
I'm feeling way more confident. Like I was saying to you before, I'm sure you remember in September, that was my first on-campus class, and I was nervous. I was shy. I wasn't even really too confident in myself, but you told me, hey, look, F it, just go out there and don't care. And I've been more confident since then in myself, and it's led into progress in my work as well.
Yeah, man. And honestly, I could say that you've gotten way better at what you're doing. I'm glad that you're sticking your nose into the assignments and actually doing them, putting a lot of effort into it, because it shows that you're getting better and better each and every day. So, mad props to that, man.
Appreciate that, my boy. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But right now, I gotta take away a little excitement from your heart, just because I know you're a big time Denver Broncos fan, man. And you guys are looking all right, but you guys started off great. You guys started off 3-0, right? But you played against the New York Giants, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the New York Jets. So those are three teams right there that are not promising at all. But you got 3 wins, so you started off 3-0, looking very promising for the rest of the season. But then it went to crap, man. You guys lost the next four to some contenders: Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, Las Vegas Raiders, and the Cleveland Browns. And the only reason I want to bring that up, man, because right now you guys sit at 6-6 with a chance to still gain a wild card spot for the AFC conference. Right now, through everything that's been going on through your guys' season, how do you feel about your team right now?
Annoyed, but we haven't had this many wins in December since I was in like high school. So I'm a little happy with that. But at the same time, I know this team has a lot of potential. Defensively, they're ranked third. We played a great game against Kansas City where the defense showed its potential, but has been the Broncos' case the past 5 or so years. The offense holds them back, particularly the quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater. The Broncos could only muster up 9 points. It's really 3 because the 6 points they got were in garbage time. And then the coaching as well. The Broncos, like you said, were 3-0 and losing those 4 games. They could have had those games with better coaching and obviously better quarterback play, which leads me to my last point. When we beat the Cowboys, that showed the potential of the team. However, your coach should have you ready to go the next week against the Eagles. But instead, we had a huge letdown. And I think this falls back on coaching.
Yeah, man, that loss to you guys was very disappointing because you guys shut us out straight goose egg. It was nothing. It was nothing crazy on our side as fans of the Dallas Cowboys. But you bring up the fact that you guys are third ranked best defense in the league. And I feel that if it wasn't for your offense, you guys would be sitting right now at the top of the AFC, especially in their division over the Kansas City Chiefs. But going back to Teddy Bridgewater, I want to know your opinion on him because the last game he didn't do well for you guys. And he's, in my opinion, the main reason why you guys lost. He went 22 for 40 with 257 yards, which is pretty with He got one TD, all right. But he got two interceptions and his passer rating was 62.2, man. With those two interceptions and that passer rating, you cannot be winning games like that. So what I want to ask you is, do you see Teddy Bridgewater staying with the Denver Broncos for next season? Because obviously he's going to stay for the rest of this season. They're going to give him that chance. But do you see him coming back for next season and being the starting quarterback there?
I actually do, but I'm holding out hope for Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, or even a Deshaun Watson. But those are big fish. So you gotta go big fish hunting sometimes. But if we can't get one of those guys, I do expect Teddy to be back. Although he's stable. That's the word I use. He's very stable. He's not good. He's not great, but he's not terrible either. He's done his job. He doesn't turn over too much, and he's got us to some victories, at least more victories than we've had in a while. So I do think if we don't get a big name quarterback, I do expect us to draft a quarterback and have Teddy be the starter next year and help develop the young quarterback.
Yeah, because it's just a quarterback position in my eyes, man. Because you got a receiver, you got Jerry Jeudy, you got Sutton out there as well. At tight end, you got Noel Fant. At running back, you got Melvin Gordon. Even though he's going down in his years now, but he can still put up numbers. And you got a great running back in Javonte Williams. That man is going to be a workhorse in the NFL. He is too strong of a back for people to tackle by themselves, especially a safety. If he gets up in the field, the safety is not taking him out. So I think the Broncos, they need to trade, man. They need to go for Russell Wilson. I saw there was a rumor of his saying that Denver Broncos is one of his teams that he would like to go to, but that's just a rumor because we didn't see him say that himself. Or they should draft a QB. But Teddy Bridgewater got to go, man. I'm sorry. I support him. He's from South Florida. He's from my part. And I hope he does well in the NFL. But for you guys, I don't see him being the answer.
If Russell Wilson comes to the Denver Broncos, George, it's a bottle on me. Whatever bottle you want, we're having a celebration.
I love it. Yeah, man. Hey, Russell Wilson, it sucks the way he's playing right now because of his thumb. I don't think he's gripping the ball as well, and that's affecting his long ball throw and his accuracy. But I think he heals that, like he'll probably finish the season. I think they should sit him and put Geno Smith in and just let it ride with him since they're not going to make the playoffs at all. They have no chance. But I feel like he's going to come back next season and be healthy. Hopefully he's playing for you guys, but if not, I see him staying in Seattle.
Yeah. I'm not going to get too excited.
So like I said, you guys still have hope for the wild card spot. I don't really believe you guys are gonna make it. I'm sorry to tell you, but I don't think you guys are gonna make it. And then, so talking about the wild card spots right now, well, you guys have a good chance because next week you guys play the Detroit Lions, even though they're coming off a great win.
Yep.
I mean, it was kind of scarce. They almost lost. But hey, at least they got the win. If you guys are able to claim that easy win next week, you guys are in the race for still coming into a wild card spot. You think they're gonna beat the Lions next week?
Oh, I'm gonna start by saying I hope so. This team likes to play with my emotions. I do expect them. Put the analyst hat on, not the fan hat. I do expect them to win. But then again, like I said before, we beat the Cowboys and lost to the Eagles the very next week. So I do think the Lions will play us close because the Lions have actually, although their record is obviously it's 1-10-1, they have played good teams very tough, such as the Rams. They obviously just beat the Vikings. They played some good teams very well. I do expect them to play us well, but I expect the Broncos to pull it out in the end.
Yeah, the Detroit's defense is bad. I don't see them, even though your offense is I
Right.
don't see that. I don't see them stopping you guys. I see Denver winning 100%. Now, speaking on Denver Broncos and earning the wild card spot, we got the AFC and NFC matchups predictions as of now. If the playoffs will start right now, so I'm gonna start with the AFC and we'll go between the games and see who's gonna win, who we think is gonna win, and then advance to the Super Bowl. So for the AFC, in first place right now is the New England Patriots. That's insane to me how the New England Patriots are on the bye as of right now with the rookie quarterback Mac Jones on a 6-game win streak. Hey, they are doing it over there, bro. Next game is the Tennessee Titans versus the Buffalo Bills. Then the game after that is the Baltimore Ravens versus the Cincinnati Bengals. And then the last game would be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, let's start off with the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. Tennessee, obviously, they don't have Derrick Henry. Ryan Tannehill, he's playing all right. He's playing good, but they don't have A.J. Brown. Julio is not playing like Julio. He playing like some other Julio, Don Julio. He drinking the Don Julio while he playing, you know? And then the Buffalo Bills, they had a scary, loss to the Patriots last week, but I'm going to say it's due to the weather. In that game, who do you think is going to come out the first round?
I think the Bills will win. Like you said, Derrick Henry's out probably for the year, it looks to be. And then Ryan Tannehill, I just don't trust. These two teams played early in the year on Monday night, and the Titans, they escaped, I'll say. The Bills went for it on 4th and goal, and they didn't get it. But this time around, I think the Bills' offense is just too explosive. I think the Bills' defense will force Ryan Tannehill into some turnovers, and the Bills make it to the next round.
Yeah, the Bills, man, they have the best number 1 ranked defense right now, even though after that loss on Monday night. And their offense is it's crazy. They got Stephon Diggs, one of the best receivers in the game. Josh Allen, top 10 quarterback in the league right now. But their running backs are kind of iffy, man. Devin Singletary and Zach Moss, like they're not really running the ball like they're supposed to, and they need that running game to advance, to keep advancing, to get to the Super Bowl. But in that game, I do say that Buffalo beats Tennessee 100%. Now, if Derrick Henry comes back,
Hey, all bets are off.
that's a different story. That's a different story. It ain't gonna be a close game.
Sure.
And then the next game is the Baltimore Ravens versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, I'm gonna let you start off with this one. What's your prediction on that?
It's tough. Obviously, like I believe, like you said, a divisional matchup. I like the Ravens, but at the same time, they haven't looked that good this year. Like they just don't seem like themselves. Obviously, they have a bunch of injuries. They just lost their best corner, Marlon Humphrey, to a torn pectoral muscle. He's out for the season. The Bengals have been up and down too, but I also think their offense is too explosive. You got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon. Obviously, you got Joe Burrow with the keys to the car on offense. So I think the Bengals in the end will pull out the W somewhere between like a 31-27 type of score.
Yeah, man. I really want to say the Baltimore Ravens are going to advance, man. But since the beginning of the season, before the first game popped off, injuries started happening back to back to back. It just started with Gus Edwards and trickled down all the way down to Marlon Humphrey. It's like they've had at least 10 severe injury and season-ending injury,
I think so.
at least 10, somewhere around there. But
Yep.
it's insane to me. They got some bad juju on them. I don't know. They need to go see somebody, try to throw some salt over their shoulder, something. I don't know what they need. They need Jesus. Because goddamn, man, it's bad over there. But hey, Cincinnati is doing work. They're playing hardball. Like you said, Joe Burrow, disgusting quarterback, is only in his second year. Jamar Chase, first year wide receiver, and he's playing like a 10-year veteran, And then you got Joe Mixon back there as the running back, and Joe Mixon can light it up from any part of the field, man. So I agree. I'm going with Cincinnati on that one too. For the next game is the Kansas City Chiefs and Los Angeles Chargers. Man, Mahomes, man, he's not playing the same. He still has good numbers, but he's not playing the same, man. And it's scary to see. But right now, the Chargers are not really a playoff team like that, and Kansas City has the experience. With those two going head to head, who do you think is gonna advance to the next round?
I think you made a great point with the Chargers not really being a playoff team at the moment. They've looked like that at times, but they're inconsistent. And going into the playoffs, you need consistency. You need to find that. You need to find that momentum going into January. The Chiefs, they've been here, they've done that. They've been to 3 straight AFC Championship games. They've been to 2 straight Super Bowls. And you're right, Mahomes isn't playing like himself, but that's the scary part. They're still 8-4. Their defense has allowed 11.2 points per game over there, I believe, 5-game win streak. And so that's just buying time for Pat to finally get himself going, and him and Tyreek and Travis Kelce can make fireworks again.
Yeah, for sure, man. And just like one of my boys told me, he gave me this great coaching aspect that I feel like I'm about to DM Andy Reid and let him know, see what's up. But they got to figure out a scheme that they could get Tyreek Hill beyond the two safeties again, because that long ball is what they're missing. Obviously, Andy Reid knows that, but he's got to implement something because they have not been doing it the past few weeks, or even more than the past few. And that's a major part of their game. Getting Tyreek out there with his amazing speed, getting behind those safeties, beating those corners, man, trying to get those long ball touchdowns. They really need to do that. And like you said, it's scary because Mahomes is not playing like himself. Imagine when he starts playing like himself. He got that championship mentality. He got the experience. He got a Super Bowl.
Yep.
The guy is going to do work, man. So, yeah, I see the Chiefs beating the Chargers for sure.
We're here right now, George. We're here right now.
Yeah, and now for the NFC, I'm sorry, the NFC matchups. Before I go and read off these games, let me just say that the NFC is close and it's gonna stay tight until the end, man. What you think? What you think about that? You think it is close, or you think it's just one team that's gonna win it all for them?
It's so close. It's claustrophobic tight in there.
For sure.
It's sick.
Yeah, man. So Arizona is on the bye as of right now. Obviously, we're talking right now. We don't know what's going to happen in a few weeks from now, ladies and gentlemen. But Arizona is on the bye. Green Bay is playing San Francisco. Tampa Bay is playing Washington. And the Dallas Cowboys are playing the Los Angeles Rams. So we'll first start off with the Green Bay Packers and the Niners. And I'm going to let you start that one off, man.
Green Bay has so much talent, and what's not being talked about is their talent isn't full. They're not fully together. They're missing their best corner, Jair Alexander, who's arguably top 2 to 3 corner in the league. They're missing their best left tackle, arguably the best left tackle in the league, David Bakhtiari. They're missing Preston Smith, a great pass rusher. They just have pieces that aren't even there, and they're still dominating. They beat the Cardinals. They beat the Rams. They look good. This seems to be their year. I'm not fully sold yet because I thought last year was their year, but I do think they would beat the 49ers. I think they would handle them pretty well.
Yeah, the Niners, they got a great defense. They got a good run game. I'm not sold on Jimmy, man. Jimmy Garoppolo. Like people say that he's disgusting and this and that, but when they went to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, I think that was all defense. I don't even think it was him. And now they got a amazing receiver, Deebo Samuel, that last year he wasn't playing the way he is right now, and even the year before that, but it's only him and George Kittle. So like once the defenses figure it out, they start doubling up these boys, they're not gonna really be doing anything. So I agree, Green Bay is gonna take it, and especially they got the bad man back there with Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So the next game would be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Redskins. Now, I liked Washington when the season first started because of their defense, but once they lost Chase Young, that went out the window. So for me, quick, I'm give it to you quick. Tampa Bay, baby, they're taking that.
I agree. Even though the football team is on a 4-game win streak right now, they look good. Even their defenses still look good without Chase Young. It's too much firepower in Tampa Bay. Brady, Godwin, Evans, Gronk, playoff Lenny. It's a lot. I didn't even mention AB. So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of talent over there.
Yeah, I mean AB is going to be suspended,
Right.
and there's rumors about him getting kicked out of the team, but obviously those are just rumors right now. But you brought up the man Tom Brady. Yo, this guy, man, I can't believe he's playing at another MVP level type season, and he's 45. This guy is an alien, bro. This guy is not human. Oh, dude, he's a robot, 100%, man. I don't know, man. This guy sold his soul something.
I agree with that one. He saw it, bro. I'm tired of seeing him. I'm tired of seeing it every year. I'm tired of it.
You
Tired of
gotta
it.
give respect where it's due,
Most
man.
definitely. That's the goal.
He's the greatest quarterback of all time, man. In my eyes, should be in everyone's eyes. He got 7 Super Bowl rings. He's sitting up there on his throne by himself. You know, this guy comes back in the fourth quarter. You give him a minute left. He's not gonna care. He's gonna come back, bring his team, score a touchdown, go home with a victory, man.
Yep.
He's scary hours for him. Scary hours.
I'm tired of seeing. I'm scared, and I don't even have to play him.
So the next game is the Dallas Cowboys against the Los Angeles Rams. Give us your prediction on that one, dude.
This should be a high-scoring affair. The Cowboys obviously have extreme talent. Cowboys could be anybody. And I do mean anybody. However, I picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl preseason. I have to ride with them. They have obviously immense talent as well. Odell Beckham, Cooper Kupp, obviously Matt Stafford slinging the ball, Van Jefferson, Tyler Higbee. And then on defense, they're built to stop the pass with the pass rush that they have with Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd, Von Miller. Obviously, you have Jalen Ramsey in the back. They have the defense necessary to slow down the pass. I don't know how healthy Zeke is or will be come playoff time, so I would have the Rams right now. Even though Tony Pollard is good too, but I would have the Rams.
Now I get you on that. Before the season started, I picked the Los Angeles Rams to win the Super Bowl, to go to the Super Bowl and win it, just because of the man Matthew Stafford. People think he's not good, but he is elite. He was just playing
Amazing.
for the Detroit Lions before. Wake up, ladies and gentlemen. He only had Megatron for some time, and he had a whack defense every single year he was on that team. Right now, he got Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. Obviously, he's injured out for the season, but still got Odell Beckham that people swear that he's overrated when he is not. You got Daryl Henderson in the back with Shoney Michelle as well. They just got so many weapons on offense, and their defense was amazing to start off the year. Now they're trickling down. They got to get that chemistry back, more communication and stuff. But I did pick the Los Angeles Rams to win the Super Bowl. Saying that, though, as an analyst, I gotta pick the Rams. As a fan, I gotta pick the Cowboys, man. I got to, man. I got to. I can't shy away from that, man. Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper, CD Lamb, and the amazing defense that we got right now in the better years before that, with Michael Parsons as a defensive player, the rookie of the year, and probably defensive player of the year, and then Trayvon Diggs. You already know about Trayvon Diggs, Justin.
Man, look, George, just because it's your team, I wouldn't even be mad if they won. Just because it's for you, man.
But yeah, man. Yeah, those are our predictions for whoever's going to move up to the next round. Now, real quick, before we get out of here, it's a little early to tell, but I want to know who you think is going to make it to the Super Bowl and who do you think is going to win it?
I personally, in the preseason, I write a blog. In my preseason predictions, I put the Chiefs versus the Rams, and I had the Rams over the Chiefs. I'm going to stick with that game. I think the Chiefs are starting to find patience on offense with the cover two safety tie. You got to run the ball more, attack the flats. and they're starting to do that more with reverses to Tyreek Hill. They're starting to run more with Clyde Edwards-Helaire back. The offensive line is great. All 5 guys have played great this year. And then Andy Reid always figures it out. In terms of the Rams, they've got immense talent. I believe in Sean McVay. They have some chemistry issues right now, and they're struggling to find a run game. But I do think as time goes on, they'll find those things. They've got an easy schedule to finish out. They'll build confidence, and then the Chiefs and the Rams in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I like that prediction. Andy Reid obviously is an amazing coach, and he's going to turn it around for them. Pat Mahomes, disgusting quarterback. He's going to turn it up, And the Rams, of course, like I mentioned, so many weapons on offense and defense. So that prediction is real tight, but I got to disagree, baby. Got to disagree. I got in the AFC, I got the Buffalo Bills. Now, before you question me, Buffalo Bills, the best ranked defense in the league right now, like I mentioned before, and I think that's going to maintain as the postseason comes and goes through to the Super Bowl. Josh Allen, he's going to turn it up. He's got to get those running backs in check, though. If they get that rushing game going and then they get the play action game going, got Stephon Diggs doing post corners or post cornerback, it's just so many things that they could do on offense that I see them scoring a lot like they were in the beginning of the season. So I feel like the Bills, they'll probably play the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship, and it's going to be a tight game, but I'll pick the Bills to go. And for the NFC, my brother's going to laugh at me because it's his favorite team, and he's going to laugh because I'm not picking my favorite team, but got to put the bias hat down and speak like an analyst. I'm going to pick the Green Bay Packers, bro. They got Aaron Rodgers back there. You already know he's a bad man. You give him 30 seconds left on the clock and he's down by a touchdown or he's down by 4 points. He's coming back and he's winning that game for you 100%. They got the best receiver in the league, in my opinion, in Devontae Adams.
I agree.
They got Aaron Rodgers got his favorite weapon back, Randall Cobb. Little dump screens here and there, a little slants. He could give it to him. That's going to be an effective tool for them. They got one of the greatest running back duos in the league right now with Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, he's a RB1 on any other team. That's point blank, period. And then their defense they have great chemistry. They come together. Their coaching is amazing as well. So I see the Green Bay Packers going and beating the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers is hungry for a second chip. Devontae Adams is hungry for a first one. And like in the beginning of the season, they're probably going to be out after this season. So they're trying to get that chip.
Most definitely.
Yeah, man. So it's gonna be a crazy postseason, man. Hopefully, we get to catch some games. We get to go. Maybe we could go to some games, do some tailgates, start interviewing people at the tailgates.
Come on now.
Let's
go. Let's do it.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for coming on. I already told you before we started this, you could come on whenever you feel like it. Before you get out of here, man, let the people know where they could follow you and where they could watch your stuff.
Everybody, please don't follow your boy at Freezy Sports on Instagram, Freezy Sports on TikTok as well. I'm sure George will put either the links in the description or it'll have the pop-up on. Come have fun with your boy, man. And yeah.
Yeah, man. People, you know where you can find me on Twitter, George Mike Perez. IG, G Mike Media _. YouTube, same thing, G Mike Media _ For the podcast, for the audio podcast, you can find it on all podcast platforms. And obviously the Zoom viewing, the Zoom link, you can watch it on YouTube. Hey, Justin, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for giving me your time. I will see you at school or not somewhere else, brother.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.